signs you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is September 22nd, 2022. It is 9/11. Oh wow, 9/11 on the dot. I have the computer to myself, so I haven't been recording quite some times now, and I should be editing, but a lot of things going on Twitter, and I've been bookmarking, create a list of tweets to share with you. So I was like, you know what, let me just record them, and then when I get a chance, I'll edit them the same way I could go back and edit. I think I'm up to the 19th. Yes, September 19th. So I need to edit some videos on the 19th, and I think I had some for the funeral on the 19th. I quickly edit. I think it was some music and like a tribute kind of thing. I did that, but the tweets itself, I have 2 tweets on that date, so I need to go back and edit them. And then I have the 20th. Okay, how many did I do here? I'm checking right now. I think I have 2. Okay, only 1. I create 2 folders, but only 1. And then I have today. So let's go on Twitter and see some of the things that I've bookmarked for you guys. The first one was on the 21st, yesterday. 2, 4, 5. I have 5 tweets on that. And I have some for today as well, which I just bookmarked. Let's go into that. Okay, so yesterday when I saw this, I only read the caption. I didn't listen to the video. Oh, it's only 2 minutes and 19 seconds. Okay, I only read the caption, and then I quickly took a screenshot of it, and I copy the link, and put it on my community board to share with you. And I said, look, you guys go check it out. Whenever it's Dr. Shola, I always feel like you could you could learn something from her or be enlightened or something like that. So that's why I share it. So that way, when you come across this video, when I stop in between, you don't get so annoyed because I must do it. Okay, I must stop. All right, so let's start. Is it time to abolish the monarchy? At Philip Bland, countries with monarchies are more democratic. What? Egalitarian, less extremism, higher degrees of social capital, social trust, foster consensus. Wow, this is what he's saying? I mean, I've shared some stuff that's going in the UK with you guys. I don't know where he's getting that. That's completely delusional from what I know. Okay, there's Dr. Shola who's responding. Me, are you living in an alternative universe? At AJ Stream. Okay, watch and full. Okay, so I guess they didn't give the full part. She only respond to her part. Let's listen.
And all of the criticisms of monarchy are factually incorrect in the sense that all the academic research shows that the countries with monarchies tend to be more democratic, more egalitarian, less prone to extremism, higher degrees of social capital and social trust.
Okay, I don't follow other royals, but it seems, I could be 1,000,000% wrong. It seems the other European royals have a way of dealing democratically with whatever the kind of law that they have in that particular country. But it seems like it's only in the UK where the blindness, the illusion of things seems to exist. Okay, so anybody who lives in another European country that have monarchy, you could, share your experience in that particular country. But since Harry and Meghan have married, I've looked into some of the things that are social issue that's going on in the UK. It doesn't look good at all. Okay, from my perspective. All right, so let's continue.
And essentially police out the extremists in the society and help foster consensus because they create a national pole.
Okay, wait.
Above politics.
Shola, you can't hold it back.
Wait a second. National poll, are those YouGov things? Sometimes the squad be sharing how the YouGov in the UK is working. Where it's almost 99.9% where it's more favorable to the monarchy when we living in reality where majority of the people are sharing their thoughts. But oh my God, but let's listen.
Jump in.
I'm listening to you and thinking, I'm sorry, are you living in an alternate universe? In what world is the monarchy?
Don't know the fact.
Is the monarchy the symbol or tool to secure democracy and prevent extremism? You and I live in the United Kingdom. Far-right extremism is thriving in this country. In fact, the monarchy is a very
well, I'm not saying Dr. Shola is wrong, but the extremism that is in the UK, it's more on that guy, the one who just spoke, it's more on his side. So he will not be able to see it because his skin color give him a pass. So if it was the other way around, I'm sure he would have seen it. Okay, that's my opinion on that. But Dr. Shola's right. Look at during the football things that happen. There's a lot of videos I didn't share with you. Okay, this guy dancing literally naked. Okay, in front of the football stadium, and some other thing that was happening and stuff like that. But anyway, let's listen.
Thriving in this country. In fact, the monarchy is a very democracy. Hold up a second. I actually listened to what you were saying for much longer than I could have even stomached. So maybe just listen, you might actually learn something.
It is true. Dr. Shola did stay quiet and let him speak. This is why I love Dr. Shola. She let them know, and this is why I call her Piers Morgan kryptonite, because she doesn't put up with those BS. Okay, let's listen.
Right. The monarchy symbolizes the entrenched inequalities in this country. Wealth, class, privilege, race, so much more. And let me just point to what the protester said earlier. If they're only symbolic, what is the point of them? But we know they're not just symbolic. They actually have power. The monarch has political power. It's a political head of state.
Thank you.
And they play a diplomatic role. They use their power to be able to secure exemptions for themselves, like like Queen Elizabeth did in securing exemptions from race discrimination laws, sex discrimination laws, and so many other things. So,
if you've been watching some of my videos, I think I'm not 100% sure if I bring this spot out, but there's other things that I've shared with you, that some of the things that Dr. Shola is saying. Alright, so
what you say makes no sense whatsoever. The monarchy is so far above the very people that they're meant to serve. There is no transparency, there's no accountability when it comes to the monarchy. That is the very opposite of what democracy is about.
She's spot on. She's spot on.
And
She's spot on. Look at the what is it when in terms of transparency. What about the bullying? They went at it, telling people how bad of a bully Meghan is. And then when they come with the result, what did they do? They decided not to share it. So if you're telling people she's a bully, why didn't you release it? This is part of transparency. And what about the, what is it? They always do an investigation and all of that. You're telling me for the US to have issues with pedo Andrew, and then when the police do investigation, he came out completely clean? Okay, so what kind of universe are we living here? Dr. Shola is perfectly right. Let's see. Oh, there's more. Okay. Oh, there's more. Okay, so let's listen. I thought that was it. Okay. Philip, quote, "The monarchy support equality and always try to engender the end of slavery." My facial expression, what? Look what just happened to Harry and Meghan. What the hell? Couple days ago. None of them came out and said a damn word. What universe, like Dr. Shola said, what universe are we living in? Okay, at Paul Powell's land, shut this down as historically illiterate. Okay, the debate of abolish the monarchy got much heated at AJ. Okay, let's listen. 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
How the reality out there, which is monarchies support equality.
What?
You need a
How does the fact that the British state had concentration camps in Kenya under Queen Elizabeth's reign fit into that argument? How do you fit the Mau Mau concentration camps into that argument?
Thank you.
Well, the way you fit, just as you would say that not every American is responsible for Trump.
No, don't
say that.
Believe me, America has a lot of issues. A lot, deep issues. They don't even want to teach those kind of things in school. So let's focus on the monarchies right now. Don't bring Trump into this. Not that he's excused, but we're focusing on the monarchy. Because a week ago, during the Queen's death, Meghan went over there to support her husband. The amount of abuse she received over there, nobody of power from the British monarchy came out and said a damn word. Okay, but let's listen.
American is responsible for Trump. So you would say that not every historical figure is responsible for what happened in history. If you're
saying she creates consensus, but clearly not the people who suffered in Kenya.
Tried to engender the ending of slavery, for instance. The Victorian period.
You can't
my God.
that they're simply symbolic and then claim that what they do is to create consensus. The monarchy is never creating consensus.
Nothing is simply symbolic.
You know what? I took the time to listen to your diatribe. You will listen to me. And let's just be very clear.
I took the time to listen to you, so you're gonna listen to me. This is why I love Dr. Shola. Oh my goodness. And then the consensus, I read some stuff. I do not know if I share it with you, but it was a huge struggle in the UK to abolish the slavery. It was a huge struggle. But let's listen to Dr. Shola.
The monarchy has not shown any example whatsoever of supporting equality. It has not done that by its actions. It doesn't represent that. In fact, if it had to represent equality, that would be entirely radical. It's either the British monarchy is so great and that they can be looked at as a symbol of greatness, and they are equally responsible when atrocities are committed in their name. You can't choose. Also,
there's one specific example. There's one specific example I really had to come back on.
Why is that guy not letting them speak? They give him time to speak, but when these two are talking, he's talking over them. The same way some of you get annoyed with me talking over them. You see, I stopped the video. But, yeah, let's listen.
Philip specifically mentioned the ending of the slave trade earlier and somehow managed to try to ascribe that to the monarchy. It's completely historically illiterate. William IV, William IV, when he was the Duke of Clarence, so one of our previous kings, was one of the main opponents of the abolition of the slave trade in the House of Lords in the 1790s. His actions led directly to the deaths of hundreds of thousands of people in the slave trade because he opposed it. It wasn't the state doing it. He personally did it, and he was on the throne one king removed from Queen Victoria.
Hold on. Hey guys, I want to bring
up... not too long ago, last week, there were all these people online trying to shake Charles' hand. Okay, one black guy on that behind the barricade. Charles turned his face, tried to avoid shaking his hand. Okay, just last week
in our online community.
Okay, so this one stop. Let's go to this one. Okay, quote, "I'd rather celebrate people who gave their lives and soul to furthering humanity than some random hereditary king descendant from a princely family younger than oak trees I've taken care of." Oh, wow. At Paul Powell's Land. Watch full video. Now this one is 1 minute and 53 seconds. Let's listen.
On that, could or should he be more active in the politics of the nation? Paul.
Well, I mean, I think the argument from pro-monarchists is that he can't because the monarchy is supposed to be a non-political interfering institution. So even though he might personally believe in pro-environmental policies, that isn't going to have a wider effect on our politics. I think there's a really important point here, and maybe to try and create some common ground between some of the voices today and put forward a positive vision. I do think there is a thing that the monarchy is blocking more in-depth thought about actually truly what makes this country great, makes these lands great, and what we want to celebrate as a country. Because we put so much store onto this random hereditary family, we don't actually think about things that I personally think are more important. And over the last couple of weeks, I've actually realised that although I'm not a monarchist, I do love these lands. I love these lands intensely. I love their rivers. I love the trees here. I love the people, for better or worse, that I share this island with. And I do think that we actually, by putting these people on a pedestal, we don't actually protect things that I think are far more important, like our trees and rivers. And also, we don't truly celebrate what it actually, who in Britain does amazing things.
This guy is actually right. There's so many people who do so many amazing things. I've highlighted them. And I even say, I can't believe the Industrial Revolution came from the UK. All of these great things that came from the UK. But instead, these people want to be praised for their stupidity. This is the thing. This guy is absolutely right. And I've said this. I think I even bring the Beatles, some other random names that I was thinking at that time. But I remember bringing up the Industrial Revolution that came from the UK. These are great things that came from the UK. And then to be like that, for these people, the royal family wants to be standing on a pedestal for people to always clapping for them. Any little thing overshadow them. And then you see the very freaking first day of Charles on the job, his attitude, he just remind me of Trump for some reason. He's gonna, but anyway, let's finish listening to that.
Not because they were born to a random person, but because they've given their life and their soul and their intelligence to helping others, to furthering humanity, and to making this country great. And I would much rather celebrate those people than some random hereditary king descended from a princely family that is younger than oak trees that I've taken care of in these islands, that is significantly younger than yew trees that live on this that exist on this island. You know, we can do better. We can do better.
I think so too. And this is the thing. There was something I said in one of my videos where, what was it? I was saying, let me see. Oh, I forgot my thought. But there was something I said on past videos where I think, oh, look how they're treating Harry. Harry, who's a decent human being, where he said he wants to spend the rest of his life earning, okay? He doesn't want it to be given to him. He wants to earn the respect that from those people that his family have doing so much pain onto.
Did you always embrace this role and responsibility?
No, I don't think I understood it. I think what happened to my mum probably put me a step back, thinking, well, how could someone who did so much for the world and did so much for everybody else could be treated like that by a certain institution? So it takes a bit of getting used to, but as I said, you know, it's once you understand the privileged position that you're in, you've then got to spend the rest of your life earning that privilege and giving back, and also gaining the trust and respect of the general public, and then using that position for good.
Okay, and then look how the UK is treating him. Okay, do you think the UK wants to change? Well, I don't want to put them all in the same umbrella. Look at this guy. There was Harry always differentiate, okay, the media and the UK citizen. He always makes sure of that. He always say it's the media that is racist, even though there are some people within that are racist, but he doesn't put them under that same category. He clearly distinguish the media with the people. So if you are racist and you want to get under the umbrella, when things change a little bit, you could always go under the umbrella where Harry have said the people are not racist, but the media itself, and we've seen it, they don't care. They're not embarrassed to even lie about things they don't even see.
The following video was filmed on the 5th of March 2021, 2 days before Harry and Meghan's interview was seen by anyone.
In the interview, from start to finish, Meghan was acting.
The world is waiting on the biggest interview of the year.
Were you silent or were you silenced?
Harry and Meghan with Oprah. Everyone has an opinion.
A bit of a gold digger.
It's very sad that the relationship with his brother has changed.
I don't think their marriage will last.
But no one has actually seen what Harry and Meghan have to say. Instead, the airwaves are full of royal experts influencing public opinion by giving their views into the soap opera of the decade.
You just think, could there be a more inappropriate time for all this to be blasting out in public?
But do these experts actually know what they're talking about?
It is certain, of course. I'm so sorry. Let me just once again hand back to you, Ben.
Would these paid commentators give a review of an interview they've not yet seen? To put this to the test, Archie and I set up a production company, Beneath the Fold Limited, to invite 4 royal experts onto a fake TV show to give their reaction to Harry and Meghan's interview 3 days before they had even seen it. We found some royal experts and used our very own royal expert to gauge their interest.
Together a special for a UK broadcaster to be broadcast immediately after the interview that Harry and Meghan have given to CBS with Oprah. And we're looking for guests to comment on the interview, basically. So it will be pre-recorded, so we're actually recording it tomorrow, and it's just to offer kind of an immediate reaction to the interview that will then go out after the interview, if that makes sense.
Within minutes, the Queen's former press secretary Dickie Arbiter, the editor of Majesty magazine Ingrid Seward, royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams, and CNN's Victoria Arbiter all agreed to offer their instant reaction to an interview that hadn't even broadcast. The experts were happy to act as if they'd already seen the interview. Their fees were negotiated and their contracts signed. Had these professional royal experts who influenced the public already made up their minds about Harry and Meghan's interview before seeing it? This is what happened.
Ingrid Seward is the editor of Majesty magazine.
Have you ever read Majesty magazine?
No, but neither does anyone else, so that's all right.
We're going to be doing a post-match analysis of Harry and Meghan's interview with Oprah, which is obviously coming out in a few days' time.
My name is Victoria Arbiter, A-R, B as in boy, I-T-E-R, and I am royal commentator for CNN.
To say nonsense about it. Okay, so we know the group of the media already. But yeah, there are some people in the UK who's doing the fight as well, black, white, and anything in between. So it's not all of the UK. All right, let me read some of the comments so I could go to the next one. Preach. You speak truth to power. Love you for it. Okay, I had to stop at 15 seconds. He was the wrong person to bring on. He hasn't a Scooby-Doo. He hasn't Scooby-Doo. Okay, damn, Dr. Sheila, again on point and kicking ass, and as always looking so good while doing it. Okay, love the bit 20 minutes and about loving the trees of this country who are much older and more wonderful than the monarch. Okay, the king will agree. Okay, the Netherlands is a great example of this being true. The US, Russia, China, and North Korea are great example of this being true. Sorry, doctor, don't agree with you on this. I'm not sure that what is the point. Okay, you name names being true, but what is the point? True of what? True of what? Okay, we saw a lot of similarities with those countries in the past week or so, down to the blank sheets of paper. Like I said, the US has its own deep problems. We know that. People are still fighting that. We know that, but we were focusing on the monarchy. Okay, get in. Nothing but self-serving modern day cult. Okay, well said, Shola. That we need to put the doctor. She earned that doctor. Okay, well said, Dr. Shola. There is no accountability in the monarchy. They're above the law. Yep, this remind me of one of those this lady who was talking that about the monarchy don't have any accountability. They need to let themselves know whether they're private or public, and then if so, you can be both. And then when something happens, you want to be on that side, and when something else, you claim the other way. So you need to make it clear. Okay, let's read this and then move on. Apparently, according to a UN ranking of states by equality, 7 of the top 10 with the most equal societies or constitutional monarchies, example, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Holland, New Zealand, the UK is not among those 7. Wow, very interesting. Let me bookmark this for another thing. Dr. Schuller, your face expression were to die for whenever Philip spew out some nonsensical content. There's the clap. You school that tiny little man with such ease and confidence. Okay, you are the extremist. Who is the extremist? Okay, I don't know who he meant by the extremist. Dr. Schuller, Philip Bond, AJ, so I'm not sure. Okay, look at countries that got rid of British monarchies: Burma, China, Russia, Zimbabwe, and loads of other corrupt African states, compared to stability of Netherlands, Sweden, Denmark. He's so right. Okay, I need to look more into that because I do not know. I know for a fact right now, Burma, okay, because that's where my husband is from, there's issue. What is it? During not too long ago, I think I make reference to it, where the military took over, did the house arrest of that president again. Okay, so there's issues there. All right, you can, if you know what, you kind of rock that woman. Well said. Okay, Finland and Switzerland have entered the chat. Yeah, I think these countries, I don't follow them too well, but I think the people treat them with respect. They don't mind their existence because the monarchy don't try to insert themselves into a lot of political things. Like you see Charles going to the Middle East, coming with bag full of cash, doing all sort of things, where Harry said, if you know what I know, this kind of thing. And then when they do their stupidity, they try to shift the blame onto Harry. All right, next week. Nicholl, Prince William and Kate are preparing their kids to be half in and half out. I love this picture. There's Louis. Let's see here. Okay, so there's that. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Okay, they refused the half in, half out as an excuse to push them out. If Harry and Meghan wouldn't let the royal family control them via the duchy purse and royal voter, it was a corrupt out plan to be controlled or get out. That's what it was. Hypocrites. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I spoke a lot about this, where even if they did the half in and half out, they will want to know. The thing is, they want to know so they could sabotage them. This is the mentality of the monarchy. Sabotage anybody who goes above them. Watch that video that I have the UK flag where I put God and then the firm, which consists of the crown and whoever now, well, now it's changed. It's not the Queen anymore. It's Charles. Okay? Nobody shall ever go above the crown. This is the thing. This is the consistent thing that they do. Never go above the crown. You cannot surpass them. If you surpass them, they will demolish you, sabotage you. And then yet themselves, they're freaking stupid. They're not there to produce, create, and highlight greatness. Okay, they just want to sit around, do absolutely nothing, and anybody who's trying to do good things, they crush them down. Okay, watch that video. And you could look at the dates. I think one of the squaddies came out with either an article or is it a book? I think something O'Brien from the UK radio show highlighted it. You could compare, because I think I spoke about that particular video before one of the squaddies did their article, and I think I have read that article in one of my videos. Okay, I don't remember the date and what I have in it, but you could compare the date when they come out, because when I did that video with the UK flag, I don't know, I had this out-of-body experience where I was looking, where are the Commonwealth of the UK located at? And then when I realized, this is why I'm always saying that, you know, I think some of the people who are advising the monarch, you know, giving them bad advice to destroy them because they want control of the military to have access to the Commonwealth to do whatever they want. Go listen to that video. I don't remember exactly what I said in there, but in overall, in a nutshell, that's what it is about. Okay, yet Harry and Meghan weren't allowed to be half in, half out, double standard. But in the long run, okay, we have to thank God for it, because like I said, they wanted to know what I don't know well, obviously I don't know the discussion that were going on where they will reject the half in and half out, but I think they wanted to have control of what they do outside of the UK. Once they do the second half, okay, the other half where they're not working for the firm, where they're doing their own thing, the firm will want to know what they're doing so they could control them. They will tell them, yes, you could do this, no, you cannot do that, and all of this. Okay, look how flourished they are without the monarch control. Look how many things they've done a short period of time. Put everybody to shame, including myself. Okay, so let's see here. Queen cousin were half in and half out. Duchess of Kent worked as a primary school teacher for 13 years. How did she manage that as a full-time working world? And I think, what is it? Harry grew up in it. He knew maybe that was his proposal to, you know, maybe another scenario, the half in and half out, where one of the half is just him without Meghan and the other half is him with Meghan and the US doing their own thing. So maybe that was that. All right, you okay, you have to get effing kidding. What did they say in here? Come on. Okay, rules are always different for Harry and Meghan. What is the difference? I think we both know the answer. Okay, there's that. The absolute hypocrisy of these people. I'm so glad Harry left. Yeah, I'm also happy they didn't accept the half in and half out, because they will limit Harry and Meghan of their full potential. All right, next tweet. There was more comment, but I'm moving on. Next tweet. Okay, this view from Princess Meghan's back, just timeless. Yeah, this looked nice. You could feel the somber and that, the quietness, the sorrow and that, without even looking at her face. It's like when you call Batman, you just call her. All right, let's see here. Credit for this photo goes to Divine Meg. Thank you for doing it and making it timeless. Okay, that's nice. She reminds me of Audrey Hepburn in so many ways. You see, they still have, she does, because Meghan have class, dignity, and what is it, when Audrey Hepburn dresses, okay, she died now, okay, at her time. Okay, even if you look at some of the clothes that she wore back in the, 40s, 50s, 60s, I don't know, when did she die? Okay, back in the days, during her time, okay, they will still look relevant now. This is what some of those type of, when Meghan dressed, this is what it represents. Okay, even though this is why I don't really like fashion, because certain fashion are good at that time, but when you look in a couple of years from now, they don't represent. But some of the dresses that Meghan wears, you could look at it a couple of years later, they will still look relevant. This is the difference that I'm making here. I always say I'm not really a fashion person, but I think I have an eye for certain things. Fashion squaddies could correct me on that. And I think this is the connection with Meghan and Audrey Hepburn. And then these idiots will always come and say never. Anything with greatness they associate Meghan with, the haters come and they don't like it. They're saying, what is it? Just look at back in the days when Diana was alive, all the negativity they were putting Princess Diana to, okay? The same people now, because we see the greatness in Princess Diana, we elevating her work and we complimenting for the hardship she went through, but now they see the greatness in Princess Diana. They want to associate the mumble with Princess Diana, and the hardship that they're putting Meghan with is the complete similarity with Princess Diana. These people are freaking blind. They're confused. They don't know they don't know reality and compassion. Okay, it really is. I hope someone does a painting. Right, there's this. Meghan full title or as follows: Duchess of Sussex, Countess of Dunbarton, Baroness of Kilkeel, Princess Henry of Wales. So this means I don't care to call her the whole Princess of Henry of Wales. I like it short, Princess Meghan. Don't like it, don't care, simple. This is what all these titles, this is what killing those haters over there. This is what's killing them. That remind me, I put a post yesterday on my YouTube community board because my channel is growing, slightly, whatever. I wanted to make recognition of that. And this is one of the things that I should have listed in there. They're upset of that. Okay, she is married to a prince. That means she is indeed a princess. The dress, shoes, and accessories, since hat she wore a white duplicate last month, are iconic. Americans never have been keenly sharp with their hat games. Actually, in this case, I love the hat. I also think she went based on what was in the closet at Frogmore, because this all happened unexpectedly, and this black hat is a duplicate of the white one she wore of the Jubilee honoring the Queen. Also, please go to a US black church. Oh yeah, that's right. Kate Middleton and senior royals are currently gnashing their teeth. Meghan Markle is an amazingly strong woman. Even in the midst of haters, mockers, and naysayers, she shall not be moved nor fear. Oh my God, this is why I say this is a baggage for Meghan. Harry is only baggage for Meghan. Only Meghan could carry that baggage, because I don't see how anybody will be able to deal with that. Yeah. Harry is Meghan's baggage. Oh my God, you guys could come after me, because the nonsense that she went through this past week to honor her vow to stand still and tall and proud with her husband. This is a lot. I don't know if I could do it. Okay, first is Catherine, not Kate. Oh, shut up. What are you doing here? Mountbatten, not Middleton. She is married, the heir to the throne. Okay, whatever. The king. This is what she wants, but her eyes was all over Harry at the church. All right, do all your nonsense. Let's go. Let's see 20 comment in here. Okay, and it's funny how the British media had nothing to write about their princess. They spent 10 years focusing on the non-princess, or there's nothing significant to write except about her dress. Okay, Catherine Mountbatten, Windsor style at Catherine, Princess of Wales, married to the heir to the throne. So don't give up your day job. Okay, they sound like a narrator for the Lord of the Rings. This is the comebackery of the squad. The comebackery. Her son is second in line. Who give a fuck? Okay. This is the thing here. You guys have the ultimate prize. I don't understand why you guys are not focusing on them. Go focus on that. We squad don't give a shit. We're just happy that Meghan left. She was over there. I know many of you were saying for her to go home, whatever. The media was trying to gaslighting. Okay, but her husband, okay, her husband grandmother died. She was there to support her husband. Okay, so which means we were more than happy for her to get the hell out of there. All right. So is it air, hair, or hair? Let's not come back with me. Maybe hair because he doesn't have a hair. You know that thing. You know what? Well, I'm recording it. There should be a question mark here because I don't know. There's something under Charles' sleeve. He might pull up sooner or later. So you guys keep repeating that. Okay, no one cares. Catherine Wells now, I think. I'm so confused. Okay, stop thinking these people are better than you. For goodness sake, get off your knees. Look at the video that I just watched with Dr. Shola. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. Right, there's this. There are several black Brits who don't hold back on UK racism. John Boyega is one of them. I think I've shared one of his videos before during the Black Lives Matter in the UK. I think I shared something that he said. But let's listen to this.
Landed on the continent. Racism is given a much more of a subtle approach in England, a subtle reputation, and that's true to a certain extent. But come to the hood. Come to the hood. And see the disparity. The white people them in the hood was the first one to call me the N-word. Was the first one to call me a monkey in Thamesmead, in London. And it was, I think that people think that sometimes it's it's institutional or sometimes it's behind the scenes, but I'm like, nah, sometimes it gets real. I like to shine a light on Chris Cabba, who recently was shot down in London, just a few weeks ago, an unarmed black man. And people are waiting to hear more information about that because it's kind of a shock to our history. But if you look back, we've had loads of black men in police custody who have died of mysterious causes and they've never been able to get, the right support, and the families haven't been able to get the right word. So for me,
and my other channel, I'm sorry if some of you also follow me on my other channel where I've highlight that young lady who was during her menstrual cycle, who was pat down by police and all of that. I haven't been focusing too much on the political aspect of some injustices that's been happening. I haven't uploaded anything over there because the squad have been, the Sussexes have been very busy, and I want to share them with you guys. So if you don't see anything over there, that's because I'm over here. All right, so these kind of things I highlight on my other channel. Even some American politics, I've highlighted them over there, but I haven't touched a thing about politics where I need to upload on my other channel. So one of the thing is that young lady who during her menstrual cycle was pat down, and there's some other things that I've highlighted. The Andrew situation over there. All right, so if some of you are new here, I don't know, it might be some interest to you. All right, so let's go to the let's continue.
Coming from that environment, seeing all that, I lost one of my closest friends when I was 9 years old, Damilola Taylor, which was one of the biggest murder cases in the UK that me and my sister had to be involved in because we were one of the last people with him. I come from something, and I think people saw Star Wars, they ain't clock. Put a lightsaber in a man's hand, put him on a different planet, and put him on a different planet. All of a sudden, you ain't have no history. You don't have no background. You don't have something.
I have more respect for him now. I had some, but now it's much more because he still remember his past. Oh my goodness. Wow, I just learned. Thank God I didn't listen to this at first because I will not have anything to say about that. Wow, I didn't know that.
Coming from. So when you're passionate about something, when you're speaking like this, people go, this is so shocking. I can't believe he has some culture. Yeah, the fuck I do.
Yeah. What is it during the Black Lives Matter in the UK where they were putting down the statue and all of that? Oh, and by the way, I have that information on that other channel. Those people who were arrested for the statue and all of that. I have the result, the court result of that on my other channel. But the thing is that during that time, the Black Lives Matter in the UK, where they were putting down the statue and all of this, where he did his passion speech and all of that. Wow, I think, did I share it here? Yeah, you could hear it from his voice. He was very passionate about it. He didn't come out of nowhere like he was just saying. All right, let's read some of the comments. Okay, I still don't understand why black Brits are so scared to speak out against racism. Okay, let's see here. Afraid he gets attacked for it. I am expected that at some point he will move to the US like a lot of them have done. That was one thing I wanted to say as well. During that time when he did that passion speech during the Black Lives Matter, some people were harassing him for it. And I think a very high level name in the US? Is it the producer? It was a white person actually, who said that they got his back. For him to speak his truth. If anything, they got his back. This kind of thing. All right. These little things, when you come across, this is where I could understand some white people will not have. How will I say that? The foundation to stand up and speak up in terms of Black Lives Matter. But in situation like this, where someone else, okay, I believe the person was white, the tweet that I came across, who said, I have your back, I have your support, at the height of when things are very tough, when people like that come and speak and to say, speak your truth, I will support you. This is how you know, I don't know if I'm explaining it right. It's where you could respect them for their support. It's also similar when Meghan was in the UK, was going through so much, which she was still going, but when she was living in the UK, the hatred, all the negativity Meghan was going through, where her co-star, what's his name? Oh my God, I'll put his picture. I can't think of his name right now. Came and wrote a long thread on Twitter how he respect Meghan and all of the good quality of Meghan. These are the people I like to respect, where at the height of the moment, when things is tough, where most people will be afraid to speak out against the majority, the vast. This is where a pin of a needle in a haystack, you come across and speak the truth and come and to support you, who got your back, this kind of thing. Okay. The name came and then went again. All right, so that's that. Yeah, I have one more. Let's finish it and then I'll do another video. This is for yesterday, which I'm recording today on the 22nd. This is my last one. Okay, Gayle King has confirmed that Harry and Meghan are now safely in California. Thanks heaven. All right, and I think that was the only thing that I came across with, and I share it with you on my community board when I came across it, because some of you were commenting on the video that came live on that day to know the status of Meghan. I wasn't aware of anything, but as soon as I came across with that, and I let you know, that was the only thing that I saw. Okay, this is nice. Like the squad said, Meghan could walk on hill on the grass. I'm looking at that. All right, the squad always have receipt. Let's see here. Okay, according to Meghan Markle's friend and CBS host Gayle King, the Prince and Princess of Sussex have returned to their Los Angeles home without a peace deal with the remaining members of the royal family. See, I'm learning this now. I wasn't aware of that. So I guess I've heard, okay, I don't know if it's true. I didn't come across a tweet that says something like that, where Meghan, this is a rumor, okay, rumor that I've heard, that Meghan tried to make a appointment, some sort of a meeting with Charles or something like that. They probably were trying to tell him, maybe, because remember, leading to the funeral, I was saying there's probably some sort of discussion going in the background, and probably regarding the book. All right, Harry probably gonna say, I'm not gonna shut my mouth. The book probably already written. They have the book. I'm not gonna stop the book from being public, this kind of thing. I think, okay, this is my humble opinion of that. All right, no truce with the royals. Harry and Meghan Markle return to California. Do they still have problem? Neither side has been able to find a middle ground. I mean, at this point, the monarch have more to lose than Meghan and Harry, because they strip Harry and Meghan with everything that they could. If they want to take the titles, all they have to do is do proper procedures and get it away from them, because they will still be doing the things that they're doing now. So the monarch has more to lose, because the position, the pedestal that they put themselves in, if people are upset with them, they will not have that buffer. Okay, according to Meghan Markle's friend and CBS host Gayle King, the Prince and Princess of Sussex have returned to their Los Angeles home without a peace deal with the remaining member of the royal family. So my only question, you know what, let me not bring it up, alright? Because I've done several videos about it. I don't want to bring it up here unless if they say something. Alright, let's see here. So they left yesterday. So much for the royal rats reporting that they are still in the UK. There's the laugh. I imagine they left just as soon as they could get out. I imagine they left just as soon as they could get out of there, probably right after the funeral. That's what I think too. Alright, there was so much going on with crowds that the rats couldn't keep track of every car with dark windows and vents on the Windsor's estate. Okay, I really would have preferred this information coming from their spokesperson and not Gayle King or Oprah. Whatever. Well, we get what we get. Exactly. Exactly. Gayle is close to the Sussexes and they are not bothered if she speak on their behalf because they know she gave accurate what is it during the funeral or the week of the funeral. She was trending. Gayle King was trending. They were, I don't know, you know, the royal rats, what they do best, trying to harass. All right, let's see here. Well, we get what we get. Gayle King is close to the Sussexes and they are not bothered if she speak on their behalf because they know she's give accurate rep. The royal family have legion of mouthpieces. About time someone also speak for the Sussexes to the global media. It's fair to me. Okay, praise heaven. All right, Harry and Meghan's home safe, thank God. All right, so that was the only place. So I was right, that was the only place. Like I said, whatever I know I will share with you. If I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know. So that was the only reason I share her thing is because she's a true squaddy. All right, a true squaddy. Okay, I want to hear it from my own eyes. GPS. Okay, it's not a mistake. I want to hear it from my own eyes. Okay. Welcome home, Harry and Meghan. Thank you, good Lord, for bringing the Sussexes out of that lion's den, aka UK. All right, the squad. Everybody's praying. Phew. If I were them, I'll be detoxing. That's right, detoxing with some sage. What about now? Because those were some heavy-duty demon toxin they were surrounded by. Yep, I think more people are starting to see the nonsense that's going on over there. Let's see here. Prayer for. Let's do for thanks. Okay, for thanks. We thank them for coming back safely. We have to thank the Lord for that. Okay, thank you, Lord, for the blessing you have bestowed on my life. You have provided me with more than I could ever have imagined. You have surrounded me with people who always look out for me. I'm thinking the Sussexes, the good people they are with right now. You have given me family and friends who bless me every day with kind words and action. And let's not forget as well, Harry, who grew up in the institution where he's always in pain over there. I think since Princess Diana passed, they didn't give him any kind of affection. Now that he's over here with Meghan and see the people that he surrounds himself with, I think he could see the clear difference. And where he said he wished he could have done this sooner, like 4 years ago or something like that.
And I have no regrets. It's incredibly sad, but I have no regrets at all because now I'm in a place where I feel as though I should have been 4 years ago.
He really meant it because it's so much like a fresh or breath air over there. Over there is always, you always have to watch your back. Who's gonna speak on you behind your back and all of this. So I think Harry is happy where he's at and the choices that he made. Because right now, I don't think the institution have any leverage. They took everything out so quickly. All right, and now Harry could, now that we know, or he knows, and I'm pretty sure he truly knows who the enemies are. All right, the prayer, I was going to say next to it. Let's pick this prayer. Prayer of gratitude and giving thanks to God. Oh Lord, thank you for the peace that passes all understanding so we can be calm in the midst of our storms. That's for sure. Thank you for the daily protection. Oh, this daily protection that he went through last week. Oh my goodness. This is, thank heaven for that. Thank you for bringing purpose and new meaning into our lives. Yep. That's for sure. Serving you, Lord, is never a task but a fulfillment. It feels so good to serve you, our Master, for without you, we are nothing. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. I think this fits perfectly. Alright, so this video was meant for yesterday, because these were some of the tweets that I bookmarked but never recorded. Alright, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And let's do video number 2, which would mean for today that I came across with. Alright.